I have had a lot of fun growing Coleus in my garden, but it's time to move on from it. I have learned I don't like to water this frequently, and these cuttings that I've propagated in water have actually been the best because, as you can see, this is really dark water, but it has actually worked out to just fill that up every couple of days. But the other thing I've run into with the coleus is they are actually monocarpic, so they die after they flower. And not all of my plants, but a lot of them you can see have bloomed. And the flowers remind me a lot of succulent flowers where they don't, I don't feel like they match with the rest of the plant, but they were pretty while they lasted. So I'm definitely getting rid of any plants that are blooming, any of these coleus, and I think I will keep the ones that are not blooming yet just because they've stayed alive this long, and I actually have not been watering them very frequently. I've only really been watering every 3 to 5 days. Some of them I've watered even once a week, but I have all of these pots that they're in are plugged so that I just fill them with water at the beginning of the week, and then if it looks a little bit dried out in a few days, I'll do that. I would not say this is like the best way to care for your coleus, but it has worked. I have a couple, this is a cutting I took from one of the water propagations. These are some seeds that I started. I'm not a seed grower, I have decided, at least not for growing inside and having to maintain and water them, but all of these that are still alive, I'm going to keep going. And then, as you can see, just in general, my plant shelves have a lot that need to be cleaned up. So that is what I am going to work on. I'm starting just one shelf at a time, doing about 10 minutes of work, and then I'm going to take a break. So that's my plan over the next few days. Is I have a lot of stuff to get cleaned up. I also have a lot of things that need to be repotted, that have needed to be repotted for a long time. The biggest thing is these Haworthias. I have actually had them on my to-do list to repot for about 2 years, and I just haven't gotten to it. And it's fine. They have stayed, they've stayed healthy. It's mostly that I would like them to keep growing and expanding, and so they need more space in order to do that. So I have a lot that are like these. It's overflowing. This one, it has been in that pot for, I think, 4 years, and it definitely needs a bigger space to keep looking good and growing. So there's going to be a lot of repotting, a lot of cleaning up. I think I'm actually going to take all of the trays out from these shelves and scrub them because they're just dirty from hard water stains and buildup. And then just cleaning up. I will probably get rid of a number of things. I'll probably take out like I love these concrete pots, but I'll probably take, this little succulent out that's in it and plant a Haworthia in it, something that's small. But it's just been a massive project that's been on my to-do list for a while, and it's time to get it done. So I'll show you what my progress looks like after about 10 minutes today. A lot of what I've been doing with stuff over here is just removing dead leaves. I'm gonna kind of vacuum some of this stuff up and then just kind of taking stock and seeing what needs to be done. I'll probably also take pictures of all of them after this and put them in the Succulent Tracker app and then delete the ones that I've thrown away and things like that. Okay, I'm only 3 minutes into this cleaning, but I wanted to show you a couple things. So first thing is, to help make this easier, I have a bin of stuff that is, it's being thrown away or composted, and then I have a bin of pots that need to be cleaned before I reuse them. So that's helping me not have to go to the trash or just have a big mess, but try and contain my mess a little bit while I'm cleaning. The other thing I wanted to show you is this arrangement of cacti. I've actually had it for 7 years, 8 years. I've had it for a very long time, and it's just been these cactus in this pot the entire time. You can see this little cactus right here has died, and actually a good chunk of this bigger one has died as well. So today, part of my cleaning is I'm going to pull out that little guy right there that died. I think I might pull everything out. I might repot this paper spine cactus. I love that cactus. It's just so funky. It's not very attractive, but it's just cool and funky looking, so I do like it. So I might repot these 3, and then at some point I need to like dissect this one and see what's still alive. Like you can see this one right here still has green in it, so it's still alive, but this stuff right here is all dried and crispy. So it's been blocked by all of those Coleus, but I knew it was having problems. But now that I've moved those away, it's a lot easier to see what the problem is. And then one other thing I was going to mention is these have not bloomed yet. So I'm actually going to pull off all of the dead leaves, remove the dead ones, and I think I'm just going to pot them up and see if they grow. If they do, I would love to put them outside in pots in the spring. So that's my main reason for hanging on to them. I don't think I want to keep growing them inside forever, but I would like to plant some outside next year, and if I can get them for free, why not? All right, here's this shelf all cleaned up. It took me about 15 minutes actually. By the time I put everything in the tracker app, that probably took an extra couple of minutes. And I also got rid of one Coleus that was over there. But the thing that actually took the longest was just repotting both of these. So this was, these were the water cuttings, and I just added them into some pots that I already had with fresh soil. And I'm hopeful, like I said, that they'll survive through the rest of the winter, and then I can plant them outside in the spring and have them grow and do better outside in bigger pots. But overall, for 10 minutes of work, I'm really pleased with how that all panned out. And I'm going to keep doing 10 minutes at a time, just focus on a different shelf and see what I can get done.